Good morning, my dear student. I am Dr. Kiran Ramrao Borkar. Now today I am going to discuss about the general character and classification of Cnidaria. Cnidaria is also called as a Coelenterata. So we see here the general characters of phylum Coelenterata. The Coelenterata include in kingdom Animalia because all character of the Coelenterata are the like animals. And habitat of the Coelenterata is that the aquatic. Aqua means water. It lives in water and mostly in marine. It lives in salty water, that is sea and ocean. And what is the habitat of Coelenterate? Is that the solitary or colonial. Each individual is known as a zooids. Okay, each individuals of the Coelenterate is that the zooids, and the symmetry is that radial symmetry. And what is the grade of organization of Coelenterata? Is that the tissue grade of organization. The Coelenterata is the diploblastic. Diploblastic, it means that it is made up by two layers, that is outer ectoderm and inner endoderm. And in between these two layers there is a mesoglia. This mesoglia separate these two layers, and the body has a single opening, and that opening is called as a hypostome. This hypostome surrounded by a sensor tentacles. What is the function of this tentacle? That is capturing food or prey. And Coelenterata has one coelom also, and that coelom is called as a gastrovascular cavity or coelenteron. Okay, cavity that is also called as a coelom, and that is the gastrovascular cavity. It is also called as a coelenteron. And nematocyst also present in Coelenterata. What is nematocyst? Nematocyst, it means that this nematocyst is that the organ for capturing and paralyzing prey. Present in tentacles. That is nematocyst present in tentacles. And Coelenterates has holozoic nutrition. Holozoic nutrition is that the animal like nutrition. It means that it is totally depends on the another organism. And the digestion is both intracellular as well as extracellular. And respiration and excretion of Coelenterates are accomplished by simple diffusion. And circulatory system is absent in Coelenterates. Nervous system poorly developed. Many forms exhibit in Coelenterates, that is polymorphism. That is polyps and medusa. These are the two forms of Coelenterates. Okay, polyps are sessile. It means that they do not move from one place to another. It is totally attached to the substratum and asexual stage, and this polyp has a asexual stage. Medusa are free living. These are the two forms of the Coelenterates. This medusa are free swimming, and this medusa is that the sexual stage. It means that you can say that the Coelenterates occur sexual as well as asexual stage. Metagenesis, that is asexual polypoid generation, alternate with sexual medusoid generation. And reproduction by asexual by the budding and sexual by gametic fusion. Here fertilization is external as well as internal type. Now, we see here the classification of phylum Cnidaria or Coelenterata. Phylum Coelentrates is divided into three classes on the basis of development of the zooids. That is, first one is that first class of the Coelenterate is hydrozooids. Then second class of Coelenterate is that the Scyphozoans or Scyphomedusae. And third class of this Coelenterate is that the Anthozoa or Actinozoa. So first of all, we see here the first class, that is Hydrozoa. What is Hydrozoa? Hydra means water. Hydra means water and zoans means animal. You can say that this type of animal lives in water and mostly marine. Mostly marine and few are fresh water. And habitat of this hydrozoa are the solitary or some are colonial also. Asexual polyps is dominant form. Here two polymorphism, look at here, that is polyps and medusa. Polyps is that the asexual dominant form and medusa possess two velum. Mesoglea is a simple and acellular, and the example of hydrozoa is that the Hydra, Obelia, Physalia, Physalis. This Physalis is also called as a Portuguese man of war. And Tubularia. All these are the examples of class Hydrozoa. Look at here the example of Hydrozoa. Obelia structure and life cycle you can see here. This structure is called as a polyps, and this umbrella like structure is that the medusae. These are the two form of Obelia, and Obelia is the example of class Hydrozoa. Now we see the second class of Coelenterata is that the Scyphozoa, or it is also called as a Scyphomedusae. Habitat of this Scyphozoa, that is marine, exclusively marine. Most of these animals are the marine. It lives in sea or ocean. And habitat of this Scyphozoa is that the solitary or free living. Medusa is a dominant. Medusa is that the dominant and it is large bale or umbrella shape. Polyp is short, lived or absent. Polyps is lived. Polyps is short, lived or absent. Mesoglea is usually cellular. Example of Scyphozoa is that the Aurelia, Aurita, Rhizostoma. All these are the examples of Scyphozoa. Look at this. This one is the example of Scyphozoa. Is that the jellyfish? Okay. Now we see the third class of Coelenterata is that the Anthozoa or Actinozoa. What is anthos? Anthos means flower and zoos is that the animal. It means that you can say that it is flower like animals. And habitat of this Anthozoa is that the marine. It means that it lives in sea or ocean, that is salty water. And habitat of Anthozoa is that the solitary or colonial. Here, Medusa stage is absent and Mesoglea contains fibrous connective tissue and amoeboid cells. Okay, Mesoglea is that the liquid form, and it is present in between the ectoderm and endoderm. And this mesoglea contain fibrous connective tissue and amoeboid cells. An example of anthrozoa, that is, of course, this anthrozoa is that the flower-like animals, is that the metridium. This metridium is also called as a sea anemones. Then Tilosta and Tubipora and Xenia, all these are the example of anthrozoa. Look at this. This one is the example of anthrozoa. Which one? That is sea anemone. Look at this. This one is the sea anemone. Now, here, complete all general character as well as classification of Coelenterata. Thank you so much.